Yeah, we could set that up in the future. Okay, it's recording again. Wow, I think I actually learned how to do these glasses. I've only had them for 4 years. Yeah, I think I had to go on YouTube this morning again and say, now, show me how to use these things again so they don't quit recording in the middle of a conversation. Yeah, it's recording. Excellent. Great.
You need to get on here?
Huh?
You need to get KPro and Packer Jack on here.
I have to wonder what KPro thinks about me. I've not been real mean to her. Like, I'm not into these friggin' dramas like her and these other women have, like Candy. But I've said things that she might feel were kind of insulting. But she seems to have a very thick skin. She doesn't seem to be bothered by anything.
I guess.
Did you see that thing? I think I mentioned it in the video that we didn't use. Did you see the thing where she told people to quit bothering Mike and come to her if they have a problem with her? Because I guess people like to go to Mike and say, we don't like KPro saying this and that. And she was like, but trying to read it, man, it was like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not pointing fingers, but I'm just saying it read kind of alcohol-y.
She does drink.
Well, I mean, it was kind of a weird message because it had all these weird mistakes and changes of thought that didn't really follow each other. But anyway, that's nothing wrong with that. It's all entertainment, I guess. But
I want you to get packaged. I want to see those 6 notes that he got all dramatical with. Remember how he turned the pages and all that weird shit? Did you see that?
Oh yeah, the 6 notes.
He's like, when he got real close to the camera, he's like, do the right thing.
Sounds like Biden.
The right thing. He stole Spike Lee's movie thing.
He sounds like, yeah, and he sounds like Biden. Pay your fair share. Pay your fair share. Everyone's doing that shit. Lean into the camera and whisper real hard.
He represents the best of the community. Do the right thing. I have 6 pages of notes. And I don't even like taking notes.
What was that about? What were those notes about?
Man, that guy had blank pieces of paper, man. He had no damn notes.
No, but what was he had notes from Fenn, right?
Nah, notes from the entity or that's what all the entity and all that weird shit was going on.
The entity. Well, that gets back to what you and I have been talking about. Why does this guy have to have an anonymous name just because he's trying to buy Forrest Fenn's treasure? I mean, if I had the money and I wanted to buy it, I'd just say, hey, everybody, Eric Johnson's trying to buy the treasure. I wouldn't be calling myself Bugs Bunny or some shit.
It just don't make sense. And then with the picture with the shovel and the rock in Yellowstone, like, are you saying Stan had people digging in Yellowstone? Are you trying to get the finder in trouble? Like, what are you guys really trying to say? Like, he broke the law to get the treasure in Yellowstone? Like, it's just crazy, man. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, well, not only that, they've accused Forrest Fenn of stealing $200,000, wearing blackface and contacts.
That he never spent.
Yeah, the money never got found. They had all the serial numbers written down. Nobody ever found those serial numbers except for those things that 8-year-old kid found on the Columbia River. And here they're saying he bought the art place with it?
He bought Rex.
Oh, he laundered. But they're going to say he laundered the money. He laundered the money. That's what happened.
He laundered the money. Who said he...
Oh, he probably went to Las Vegas and he gambled the money.
It was more Hollywood than that. Somebody said something about him going to Russia, buying fake art. I don't know, man. He just got Mission Impossible, man.
Well, going to Russia.
Tom Cruise involved in the chase or some shit. Like, what the fuck is going on, man?
It could be all tied to Scientology. You know, Forrest Fenn could have been a Scientologist. Has anyone brought that up?
No, I don't think.
How do we know, Steve? How do we know it wasn't a Scientologist?
You're right. How do we know Hitler didn't escape and it was Forrest Fenn?
Yeah. Maybe Peggy was like Katie Holmes with Tom Cruise, and she didn't like Scientology because of the way the children are being treated by the church.
Maybe Peggy was Amelia Earhart. I mean, you know what I mean? It just go on and on and on, man.
It does. It's pretty funny. Okay.
The thing is this, like, if y'all don't know, just say you don't know.
Yeah, but then people will quit watching them. They gotta have an audience, man. When they get those 1,000 views, I gotta tell you, I've got some of my videos. I think the one that did the most got 5,000 views, and I have to tell you, I was so excited that I'm being totally bullshit. I wasn't excited at all. All I was trying to is I couldn't figure out a good way to make my point. I really believe this is just about views and stuff. And then, of course, you know, Mike and KPro had that Forrest Fenn every year. They've got the poker game. And then I don't know if the Fenbury keeps going on.
Oh, my God. You talking about the cold stuff?
I'm talking about that Fenbury where they all get together and get drunk.
Yeah. And praise Forrest Fenn.
Praise Forrest Fenn while they're calling him D.B. Cooper, who stole $200,000. Yeah, that's really nice. Forrest Fenn's probably sitting there in his grave going, yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
But honestly, man, I see the chase is slowing down, man. I think it's dying out.
It's dying out. The only thing for me that meant
I just want to know, I got a feeling it was all bullshit. And I just want to hear somebody admit it was all bullshit.
That's where I'm at. I want to see.
And until then, I'm just going to keep trolling people and trolling people and trolling people.
That's a good vocation you got going there, Steve, trolling people. I'm glad you're doing it, though. Keep them on their toes.
I mean, because they keep coming up with shit. It doesn't stick. They come up with more stuff.
Yep.
It doesn't stick. They come up with more. But what kills me is the same people in the comment section that agreed with 9 Mile a Hole. Now they're agreeing with they were agreeing with GPS. Now 9 Mile Holes. And like, how many places did he hide the treasure? Like, what the fuck, man? Like, are people really this stupid? Like, you just agree with anything, man? Like,
well, some of them are.
It irks me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, and I don't know, man.
Steve, some of these people are batshit crazy. They're just, I mean, you read their comments and they just take it and square everything. I mean, they take every little stupid idea and make it even stupider. Some of them.
I don't know. And then, you know, they brought up the D.B. Cooper thing, and now somebody's got a D.B. Cooper treasure hunt, or had a D.B. Cooper treasure hunt. It's all the same people.
Yep.
It's all the same people. It's all, I don't know, man. I think it's slowly dying down. I don't even see, like, I don't know, man. It's sad, man, and I just don't like people playing with my intelligence like that, man.
Right, I hear you.
I guess I'm just petty like that, but.
Well, no, I agree with you. I mean,
like, I spent a lot of time and shit into this shit, man, and you know, time is very valuable to me, man.
I hear that.
And I hope I wasn't involved in nothing for 10 years that never really had a beginning, because it sure doesn't have an ending. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and I've said in many videos that I had many people tell me they just told me, they said, Eric, you're stupid, you're wasting your money going out into the Rockies, it's a hoax, and I would always be like, it's not a hoax. And I still believe the treasure was out there, but I can't even prove that. So,
man, that guy wrote he put a bunch of vague words on a piece of paper.
That's right.
And that's all he did, man. That's all he did. That poem will take you anywhere your imagination leads you, man.
So it goes back to Jack. So Jack, and that's it. Always struck me as interesting that Jack, I mean, to me, Jack almost admitted that he was sent out there to retrieve it, because he said, and I wondered if he said this for legal reasons, if it ever ended up in court and he had to prove something. Because basically he said, I didn't use the poem to figure it out. I figured out where he wanted to die, just like Ken Tankersley said Fenn showed him where he wanted to die. And then I went...
There's something else with that, right? And if you go back and read that email, He don't say nothing about where he went. He said he showed me the chest.
I think he said he showed him where he wanted to die, too, Steve.
Did he?
I think so.
I don't even look at them emails
You know,
anymore.
hey, would you
I
mind?
got a lot of emails from him, man. And yeah, I gotta get. I'm gonna try to get my brother to do this interview, man.
That would be excellent.
He's got a couple cool little emails with Ken, and he's also got one from Doug.
Really?
Yeah, that kind of verifies what Ken says, but you know, but that it could all be lies though, man. Like I don't even believe Ken no more. I believe he got scared because he knew this shit was some bullshit. And his dumbass, he said something in the email that he shouldn't have said. And then he got scared when we wanted to bring it out, and that's when he started threatening us with lawsuits.
Isn't it amazing to realize that after all these years and all those people that look for the treasure and everything else, that we don't know any more now than we knew when we went looking for it?
Yeah, because it never... It's a palm that never went nowhere, man. It didn't lead you to nothing. And to be honest with you, his plan was to take it with him the whole time.
That supposedly was his plan, yeah.
And that's what it sounded like he did. He took that shit. No, I mean, that's just being honest, man. You know, I don't think we were ever going to... Nobody in the chase was ever going to find a box full of golden trinkets or whatever he put in there. Rusty scissors or whatever the fuck he put in there, man. I don't think we were ever going to find it. That palm leads you nowhere. It leads you wherever you want to go.
Yep. And then you got these people saying it was all supposed to just be a spiritual quest. It was just to get you outside walking around.
I mean, yeah.
Which in my case, it did. I mean, I think I was out there 6 times. I think including the week I was stuck in Vernal in a snowstorm. And I did end up walking around in the Rocky Mountains. I have to give him credit. Never thought I'd be doing it, but there I was.
That's one thing the least I could say. I didn't spend any money to chase.
Oh man, you're killing me. Yeah, I know.
I didn't even buy the book, bro. I don't even own the book.
That's funny. Really?
I don't own. I swear to God, I swear on my kid, I don't even own the book.
That's funny. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got people like that in my family, man. Like I got grandpas. They own old farmland out fucking in eastern Ohio, and they would make fake burial mounds and all that, and have people pay to come in and walk through. You know, I thought it was a scam from the beginning. Then I got into it, and I was like, hey, maybe it's not a scam. Then I kept reading the poem, like I told you. I couldn't figure nothing out. I showed it to my brother. My brother was like, I mean, he said it right off. He's like, man, this leads you wherever you want to go.
Yep.
It's like, remember the old books, the Choose Your Own Adventure books?
No, but I'll take your word for it.
You'll read a page and it says, turn to page 13 if you want to run through the dungeon, or turn to page 6 if you kill the spider. You choose your own adventure.
Right.
So that's what we said. Forget the palm. We're gonna try to get information out of one of his friends, which it didn't get us nowhere either. You know what I mean?
Do you think there could have been any connection between Tankersley and Jack? Because Jack...
you talking about what the
No, I'm not really talking about that picture, but I was intrigued by the concept that Jack... Well, it gets down to, again, who even Jack is. I mean, Jack is this, Jack wrote for The Onion, Jack's a medical student, Jack's a this, Jack's a that. But, I mean, he did what? He went to, he lived in what, Minnesota? And then Ken Tankersley is in Michigan. And then Tankersley is in Ohio.
Well, Ken's teaching different places, but I can 100% say that Ken Tankersley is not related to Jack or John or Billy or whatever y'all want to call him.
Well, no, I don't mean related by blood. I mean that they...
Now...
You know, that maybe...
Like an associate?
Yeah, like maybe Ken and Jack were in cahoots, and Jack went and did the dirty work.
No.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
Now, I'm not saying that he might not know Jack, but do I think Ken Tankersley...
Well, I mean, if Ken knew where the chest was, like you said...
Right, but see, let me get this clear, too. Like, Ken didn't tell us any important information during the chase. All them emails came out after it's found. So I don't want to make it seem like Ken was giving us information. Like, Ken kept his word. He never told us where it was at.
Right, he never did.
He gave my brother an area, but it's not an exact spot, you know what I mean? And it borders Yellowstone and Wapatiti or whatever that place is in Cody, Wyoming.
Now see that I really believe, because I think, because Ken and Fenn would do those seminars at Cody Museum.
He said at the end of the email that he was sworn to secrecy.
Yeah.
So I believe that if there, I don't know, man, and that goes back to say, like, Ken's got money. Ken's well respected in his field. I mean, well respected. He's like a king in Cincinnati. I mean, this guy he's got his own personal little museum.
Really?
In a national preserve out here in Cincinnati. That's unheard of.
Yeah.
That's unheard of. So he's got a lot of clout. But that all goes back to me. Maybe he knew that the chase was bullshit and got scared when we wanted to bring his emails up, and that's when he threatened us with lawsuits.
Well, and if he has that...
Why else would he threaten us with a lawsuit unless he was lying?
Well, no. Well...
He's got a lot to lose if he gets caught in a lie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people...
Well, now that you explain to me how important he is, he might have just seen it as a really stupid thing to even get involved, embroiled in, because from a PR point of view, it makes it look like he was told a secret by Fenn and he couldn't keep his mouth shut, even though he didn't give the exact location. That's another thing too. I think KPro in one of their shows said that Ken Tankersley told the exact location. Well, that was never in any...
It was the area. Now, if you could follow the area, it'd take you to a spot, because he does mention something about a little waterfall and then some other weird-ass shit. But that's if you believe him.
Right.
And where I'm stuck at is, was he fucking with us, or was he telling the truth?
I don't know.
So I don't know if he was just messing with me and my brother. Like, like how Forrest Fenn messed with people. He could have been tricking us. I don't know. But all I know is he got so scared about something that he threatened us with lawsuits and brought my father into the email.
Yeah, he did.
So I don't know, man. I don't know if he really showed him the area. I don't know. I don't know. But I do know that he in no way helped any. If he was going to help somebody, he would have helped us. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
He didn't.
Oh,
but I
very interesting.
I think if there was a treasure out there, Forrest Fenn pulled it.
Yep, that's where we agree. He pulled it, and I think we both agree he probably committed suicide.
Yeah, the way they make it sound, like I told you, my kid's mom, she overdosed on fentanyl, and that's what it does. It's not really a snore. It's like it's like your breath getting released.
A rattle.
A death rattle. That's
Yeah. Interesting. Well, my interest in this now is totally nuts and bolts. I think part of what bugs me, you get bugged for that they're playing with people. I get bugged because instead of all this stupid D.B. Cooper shit, people should be trying to concentrate on the Forrest Fenn estate, Shiloh, how they pulled that chest, the mechanics of pulling the chest, what Jack's involvement was, what legal things are going on. That to me is the real story. And instead of pursuing that, all these kind of insider people like KPro and Cynthia Meacham and all those that may have some information, They're just following stupid shit like fake blazes and stuff.
And you got to remember, though, the only people that Shiloh and they didn't bring their name into this. The only people that keep bringing Shiloh's name up are Cynthia,
right,
KPro.
Right, just like they showed up at his house.
Right. So who's to even know that they're even talking to Shiloh? I honestly don't. That time when they said that Shiloh came into KPro's live chat.
Oh yeah.
I don't believe that was Shiloh. I don't believe Shiloh came into that chat. And then she showed a picture of a dog, of Forrest Fenn's dog or whoever's dog, like that was proof.
Right.
That's not proof for anything. You just showed us a picture of a fucking dog.
Yep. I agree with you.
I don't know, man. It's weird to me. All I care about, I want to know if it was real or not. That's all I care about.
Yeah, that's what it boils down to, because that answers all the questions I'm interested in. Was that thing real or not? And then how did it all end up ending? That's all I want to know. I don't want to hear about D.B. Cooper. I don't want to hear about Bigfoot. I don't want to hear about any of these other stupid ideas they're coming up with. I just want to know how it really was all ended and to what extent it even existed. That's the smart thing to be worrying about, and I think that's worth pursuing from here on in. You know, but I just have this terrible feeling that 10 years from now, that thing's still going to be, you know, Shiloh's going to explain what's happening, maybe. And of course, like you said, maybe they're not even necessarily Shiloh saying that.
But I always thought that Shiloh said he didn't know. So how is he going to write a book?
I don't know.
It's like these people, they don't pay attention to their own story.
Right.
I'm paying attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's called being street smart. That's called being street smart. You're paying attention to what's really going on instead of falling for the bullshit and the lies.
Right. And I don't know, man. I don't understand. It's to the point now where they're basically telling on themselves. I mean, it's like it's so long. If this was just an honest treasure hunt, I mean, what's the holdup? It can't be these court cases, because even when these court cases end and say Shiloh does write a book, that doesn't mean more cases ain't gonna come.
Well, what court cases are we talking about? Are we still talking about Irvin and Irwin, I guess?
I don't. KPro was explaining some crazy shit last night. Somebody's got a lawsuit that involves Taylor Swift.
For God's sakes, that is the dumbest. I have seen that. That thing is so stupid. I thought that got thrown out. That's the dumbest damn thing I ever read.
It did get thrown out. That's why she came. That's why she did her show. It got thrown out.
Oh, I wouldn't have even bothered doing a show on that damn stupid. That was just a crazy person. That's just not even worth it.
The thing is this, though, like, just when these last 3 lawsuits or 2, I don't know how many are left, but when these end, that doesn't mean that there's not more coming.
Of course.
So for them saying they're waiting for the lawsuits to end for Shiloh to write a book makes no sense.
You know someone who nobody ever talks about, and I've only briefly talked to him a couple of times, is Forrest Fenn's private detective. And that guy, I don't know how much he knew about everything going on. The couple of times I talked to him, he sounded kind of... He sounded like he was in charge of kind of keeping the crazies away. So if that was his job, to kind of monitor the social media and keep the crazies away. So if that was his job, then I can understand maybe it's, God, where am I? Man, I'm so frazzled, I'm stopping at green lights. Is this, where am I? Carolina General Store. Man, I'm in some, I've done it again. I have gotten completely lost within 20 miles of where I live. How do I do this shit?
You're going to end up in North Carolina in a minute.
Where? I can't. Oh, I'm in Prosperity. All right. Yeah, Prosperity's not too far away. Not little southern town here. Guy walking outside with a mask on. Should have yelled at him, "You don't need the damn mask on when you're outside, dumbass."
I think people are just used to it now.
Yeah, they just wear it everywhere. Probably wear it when they're having sex.
Yeah, Forrest Fenn had a who? He had a private investigator?
Yeah, he had a private detective who was monitoring, basically...
Why do you need a private investigator
because,
for a simple treasure hunt?
Because Well, because his job was to keep away the crazies. He said his job basically was to monitor social media for people, for people like the, like for people with broken defense up a house with an axe. I guess he was off duty that day.
Yeah.
He missed that one. That was his job.
Oh, do you remember that? Did you see that on the news when that happened?
Yeah.
Did you see?
Good-looking guy. Very, very svelte, trim, looked intelligent. Yeah, he's a classy guy.
But dude asked his daughter, he's like, the treasure hunt's real, ain't it? Did you see her face?
No.
Go back and look at that, man. Her face says a lot to me.
Like
Her
she
face,
said it wasn't real?
It's like she was looking at him like she was just fed up, bro. Like, it was...
I'm telling you, Steve, at the end of that chase, I think that family was so angry with Forrest Fenn, I think they were spitting, like my mom used to say. I think they were spitting. They were so mad at him for all the bullshit he had brought on that family, and he would not stop that damn chase. And then what happens when the chase is over, and maybe it was forced to be over? He just commits suicide.
Yeah, it was forced. Because even though I kind of still don't believe there was nothing out there for us to find, I think even after his death, it was going to keep on going on. And they made him stop this shit. That's what I think.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. People have told me that he was in a position where if he died and that chase was still going on, his family could have been harassed for eternity. They had to get it. They had to get it over. They had to stop it. They had to get it over with.
And they're still getting harassed. So it's not like it really worked.
Yeah, they got KPro showing up in the middle of the night with her posse, saying, we want some answers. I just snuck in here in the back seat. I'm not leaving till we get some answers.
Right.
They probably can't believe this shit goes on and on.
She was down there duct taped to the axle at the bottom of the car.
They need to put an all points bulletin out on KPro. Or a restraining order.
KPro is hilarious, man. I mean, they know what they're doing. They come up with this bullshit because they know how people are going to react.
Yes.
That's stupid.
No, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they know what they're doing with her PhD. Did you ever look at that video? Did you see her running down the hall, ringing the bell?
No, I never did watch it. Is that going to be on a Calazar video?
Nah, man, that's some shit I found on the internet from a long time ago.
I'll go look for it.
I sent you the link in the...
When was it? How soon ago? Right after our last talk?
Man, it's been a minute, man. I didn't send it to your Gmail. I texted it to you. It's on your text.
Oh, shit. Well, it'll still be there then. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely...
I mean, it ain't nothing to do with the chase or nothing.
No. I'll watch it. I don't know. Maybe I did watch it. If it's on text, I tend to watch those that come in real...
I just thought it was funny. Man. Because she just...
Ringing?
I don't know. She's just like a real excited person, I guess.
And her and Mike are married, right?
I mean, that's, I guess.
I mean, I can't even figure out if that's for real.
I wasn't at the, I damn sure wasn't at the wedding. I don't know.
I heard somebody that...
Candy was there. Candy was the maid of honor or something, wasn't she?
Candy said the only people at the wedding were search people. It was just Forrest Fenn people. There was no family. Isn't that weird as hell?
Nah, I think Mike's mom was there.
Oh, okay. Maybe I misunderstood what she was saying.
I think Mike's mom was there. I'm pretty sure Mike's mom was there, man. Because I think Mike's mom be involved in a lot of, yeah. I think Mike's mom was there.
What were you going to say? Mike's mom's involved in a lot of this?
I think, like, she's not involved in nothing to do with that. Like, they always talk about her. She's always at one of their functions. You can tell.
Is he a mama's boy? Is he a mama's boy?
I don't know. I'm a mama's boy, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. He probably is. Yeah, he probably is.
Nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
he loves his mom, so I believe his mom. I don't know if they're really married. I don't.
It just seems
I mean,
they just seem to never be together. Maybe I don't watch enough of their videos.
That is kind of weird. Oh, let Mike out the house, man. You sit at home sometimes. Let Mike out the house.
It's all very strange, man. It's a strange group of people involved with this. I'll even include myself, but I'm not crazy enough. We're not out there doing all this stupid make-believe fairy tale shit. I just want some solid, concrete answers about what really happened with that treasure chest and Forrest Fenn. I think there's a huge story. I think there's, that Barbarese book, that was just him interviewing a bunch of searchers. We needed someone to do a book, real behind-the-scenes investigation where they talk to Forrest Fenn's private detective, where they're able, but that means they're going to have to be able to talk to people like the Fenn estate family, or the Fenn family.
But here's the catch. If Forrest knew this, once he died, there's no way to verify shit.
Yeah, the only thing that
once he died, it became. He said she's.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, unless there were more than one witness, like more than one family member saw something, or was there when something happened, or.
And the way the chase is going now, I'm a firm believer that Jesus Christ himself can come off that cross with Forrest Fenn, and give the solve, and half the people still wouldn't believe it.
I agree.
That's how fucked up the chase is right now. So it doesn't matter what comes out. It's not going to be. Half the people won't believe it.
Yep, you're right.
You done told so many lies and lies on top of lies on top of lies on top of speculation and lies. No, I mean, nobody's going to believe anything now.
You're right. All right, man. Well, I feel like we're getting kind of to the end of our talk today. I think it's been really good. I think I recorded all of it. I'm very excited. I'm going to go home and check it immediately. But in the future, we'll see how this goes, and I'll go ahead and try to put it out in the next couple of days. And if it works out, and if it didn't work out, I apologize. But I think it's telling me it's been recording it the whole time, so I assume it has. And then maybe we could do a thing in the future with your brother if you wanted to.
I'm gonna try to get him to come on.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't gonna be no groundbreaking news or anything.
No. Well, it's better than talking about finding a car in the desert in Nevada. Or, Forrest Fenn was wearing black paint and, contacts. I mean, good Lord, man.
Yeah, I don't know how they came up with that.
They had to, because people like me went and looked it up and saw the FBI report, talked to stewardesses who sat with the guy for an hour or two on the plane. I mean, sat literally next to him. And what is that?
I don't even know how they came up with Forrest Fenn and DB Cooper. I don't know where that connection even came from.
Oh, right, absolutely. Oh, it's because in the book, they use I swear to God, it's this simple. This is what Candy Irvin told me. In the book, they use the author used the phrase thrill of the chase. That is the connection. I'm not making that up. A phrase that's been used throughout history, thrill of the chase.
Wow.
That's all it was.
That's how they connected DB Cooper and Forrest Fenn?
Yeah, because he used the same phrase when he was DB Cooper as he writing the book as he did when he was writing the Forrest Fenn books. That right there is the thing that links them together. There's no doubt about it. It's absolute truth. And Forrest Fenn is DB Cooper. That's their logic. That's
crazy.
Yeah, he said the thrill of the chase.
That's crazy, man. Well, shit, man. Let me know how this came out, man.
I'll let you know.
All right, bro. It was good talking to you, man.
All right.
I can't believe that's how they connected that, man.
Yeah, and by the way, I want to congratulate you on your you used less bad language today, and I'm really proud of you.
Yeah, I tried, man.
Yeah, you did.
All
right.
The Bible sitting right here next to me.
There you go. That's good to know. All right. You have a blessed day, Steve.
All right, you too, man.
I'm kidding.
That's the whole, bro.
Goodbye.
All right.
All right, there you go, folks. That was Steve Klein. Steve Klein's a really interesting guy. He's had a very varied life, as you can probably tell when he talks about being in prison and stuff. I've always found him to be a very smart, down-to-earth, commonsensical guy. He sees through bullshit, and he's not fooled easily, and that's something that I think is a valuable trait. Especially now with the Forrest Fenn chase. And this guy, Steve Klein's been doing the Forrest Fenn chase. I was surprised to learn how many years. I think he got into it in, well, what did he say? He said something like, I've been into it for 10 years, so that would mean he got into it right after it started. But anyway, that's all I got for you, folks. Signing off. Got a call. Oop. Am I going over the speed limit? There's Dreher Island State Park. We went that away last time. Everybody have a good time, and talk to you later.